Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi. All right, 9 o'clock. I am getting earlier and earlier every time, am I not? Whew. All right, I got my coffee in tow. Let me take my daily vitamins real quick. Make sure you take your daily vitamins, chat. It's very, very important. All right, got my breakfast, a little bit of orange juice, some eggs with ham and some avocado. Yummy. And a coffee, naturally, to finish it all off. Mmm. Bad boy smells really good. Okay. So, I don't really have any plans for today. Mostly I'm just I'm only going to be on for like a little while also. Uh I think sometime right now. So right now I'm not working. Sister's out volunteering with my mom. They like to volunteer around the city just a little bit. Um they've been actually looking for like new ideas to like do stuff together too. Right now what they're doing is like food bank, where like people can like sign up and they give them like groceries for free if they're like lower income families and stuff like that. So it's really really fun little work for them. It keeps them a little bit busy, gets my sister out of the house a little bit. So it's good interactive, and not only that, but they get to know the city a little bit better too. um just hot days like these, crazy, so crazy. Okay, but let's get into this because I don't have a lot of time. I probably have like about 2 hours, give or take. So I'm just gonna be like fucking around. I'm gonna be eating my breakfast a little bit slowly but surely. And but what one thing I do really want to do research up on today for sure is gonna be that was a video that I was telling you guys last night about best cardio. So I really want to do research into that real quick. Uh, okay. So there was a really really fucking cool like TikTok video that I was looking at. Let me see if I could find it real quick. Okay. All right. Best cardio for fat loss. Okay. So it wasn't any of these. Wasn't this? Most of these guys. Oh, I think it might be this one. It is. I tested every cardio to see what burns the most fat. So I found this really really interesting because this guy like utilizes kind of like breath device, and he's like doing research on like 12 different exercises altogether.
Calories, but fat burn and carb burn. Well, let's start with the one every kid knows how to do, jump rope. But to see how calorie and fat burn differs based on fitness level, I've also convinced Dennis to join me. Who's been struggling to find a cardio exercise that's both effective and enjoyable.
We got to tie shoes. We don't have time for that.
Now the jump rope workout we're doing is considered HIIT, high intensity interval
High
training.
intensity,
You
yeah.
push hard, rest briefly, and then repeat. Now this type of cardio exploded in popularity because of the
Okay, so in terms of like weightlifting, I'm more familiar with the terms. I'm definitely more familiar with the terms like supersets. So I think supersets operate on like the same level, right? Where you take very little breaks in between, and you got to like move from one exercise to the next very quickly. There's high intervals to get basically just like the blood pumping as fast as possible when you're pushing your muscles to the for this extent that you can.
so-called afterburn effect. By pushing your body past its limits,
Oh,
apparently
I've experienced this before so many goddamn times. Okay, so when I first started going on hikes, I thought I was having a heart attack. No joke. It wasn't until later that like I realized that like I guess people just don't naturally like push their heart to like its absolute limit in most exercises. Like I do a lot of weightlifting right now, but even with all the weightlifting I'm doing, it does not do any kind of like exercising for my heart whatsoever. Cardio is one of the best in my opinion when it comes to just like uh it basically affecting the entire body. Like when I was doing cardio, I was probably at the most peak performance I was ever at.
Your body keeps burning extra calories even hours after your workout is over. We'll find out if that's actually true later on.
Yep.
All right, so I'm not gonna share the results with Dennis till the end, but for me, 10 minutes, 146 calories, and compared to my Apple Watch, it said
not bad.
135 calories.
We'll continue measuring the accuracy of the
146 is
Apple
not
Watch
bad.
and even cardio machines, and the results are not what I was expecting. As for Dennis,
I burned about 140 calories on the treadmill in about 15 minutes, maybe less.
even though he had to stop almost every 10 seconds, he still managed to burn off his favorite number, 69 calories.
I'm not very coordinate. It's not very efficient.
But we
Nice.
also wanted to measure the afterburn.
We're leaving the mats on for another 20 minutes to see how many extra calories you actually burn.
Surprisingly, after 20 minutes,
This guy
that
got
added up to
asthma?
only
What the fuck?
28 extra calories for me and just 8 for Dennis.
My heart rate, it only got up to about 70% of my max. True high intensity, your heart rate should get up to at least 85%, especially if I want to maximize the afterburn. That was certainly intense, but I think it's also just a tricky exercise to get my heart rate up. For me, it's probably not enough to be categorized as high intensity. How was it?
It's not as easy as you think. My feet hurt when I jump because I have flat feet.
I have to buy you new shoes. Those are from Shein.
They're not from Shin. I don't feel that intense.
Is it the last one?
I'm more used to body weight, high heat training. Yeah, I don't really think jump rope is my thing. I'm done.
Jump rope is really good exercising. I love doing jump rope.
We're just getting
especially
started.
To
on
boost the
runs.
intensity without having to rely on coordination, we turned to one of the most
just
popular
so
YouTube
easy to
HIIT
carry.
workouts. And within 10 minutes, I burned 136 calories and Dennis burned 100.
Almost 10 minutes since we finished the workout. Both of our heart rate is still at around 100 beats per minute. I'm
Was that
expecting the
P90?
afterburn for this to be a bit higher than jump rope.
After 20 minets of recovery, I
will
still
say-
only burned 24 extra calories.
Those
Meanwhile,
burpees will
Dennis
kill you.
hit 16.
I always thought of like YouTube HIIT workouts as kind of a joke, but that was
You really want to torture somebody, especially like a gym bro that like thinks they're really strong and like they only do weights. Have them do burpees and you will really test to see if they are strong. Do any form of calisthenics. Have them hold a plank, have them do pull-ups, hang on a bar for longer than a minute. You know, any of these kinds of measurements of like actual strength, and you'll see if they actually are targeting the right muscles or not.
What?
that was not a joke, and you could actually do it.
I think I did it, like even though some form probably not that.
But the only problem, Dennis, is that my heart rate still only got to about 75% of my max.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're gonna get more
75%.
intense
Yep.
than this.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So we turned to the true king of HIIT, sprints.
Was that speed? The fuck?
Some
That was
researchers
random.
claim that just 1 minute of all-out effort can give you the same benefits as 50 minutes of normal cardio.
Oh God, that was the first one. I know.
And in just 10 minutes, I burned 178 calories. That's
10
17.8
minutes?
calories per minute.
Not
Highest
bad.
so far. Sprints were also Dennis's
sprints.
highest calorie burner at 148 calories. However, one thing I noticed about the data is that 97% of the calories I burned were from carbs and only 3% from fat. We'll talk more about what this means when we compare it to walking later on.
That's interesting.
I don't know, is it the tears or sweat? It's definitely not doable for me.
I'm supposed to do legs today at the gym. I don't think I'm gonna.
One thing that I see that he's not necessarily mentioning either is like, they don't have a proper measurement tool of like if you're targeting visceral fat as opposed to I forget what the other is. It was subcutaneous fat. That's right. That's right. So yeah. So there's two different kinds of fat. There's obviously the fat that like like your entire body, but there's also fat that like surrounds your organs and stuff like that on the inside. And cardio does really good for targeting your internal fat, which a lot of workouts and like exercises are not necessarily good for. Another really good exercise is swimming. Swimming is notoriously really good. It's probably on par with running by like just a little bit. A lot of people prefer swimming, obviously, because I mean it's not as messy. I do kind of want to get back into swimming at some point. I'm just not there quite yet.
Be able to.
Yeah.
So in terms of recovery, it's not something that I see myself doing. Like even multiple times a week would be tough.
Yeah, I would do this maybe like once a year.
We'll do it on your birthday.
No.
Every time I saw you, aging grandma.
I feel easy to breathe when I'm going lower.
I do recall reading the study.
Right?
I'm gonna look into it. You might be onto something.
This for the afterburn,
But my heart rate finally got above 85%.
which explains why after resting for 20 minutes, I burned an extra 48 calories compared to baseline, the highest afterburn we've seen so far. Same with Dennis, who burned an extra 27 calories.
Wow.
But don't crown sprints as a winner just yet. Most people are unaware that pretty much any exercise comes with some sort of afterburn effect. This study, for example,
That's actually really crazy because that makes so much sense why I was burning so much goddamn fat when I was doing running. Particularly like really high intensity treadmill runs at the gym. Where I was like trying to beat out my time records every time. I was doing like a mile in 7 minutes kind of thing. But like it makes so much goddamn sense why I burned so much fat around that time. Because I would eat right afterwards, so I was pretty much burning all the calories I was eating in that moment.
compared the three
Well, obviously you're not burning the fat that you're eating, but you're burning like the reserves you have and making space for the food that you're consuming.
hour afterburn from steady state cycling to high intensity sprint intervals. The
This is
sprint
something
training
really
led to
interesting.
an
I've never done
afterburn of
cycling
110
before.
calories. But the less
I heard
intense
it's good.
cycling still led to an afterburn of 64 calories. That's a difference of just half a banana. So if you're doing HIIT just for the afterburn, you'll probably be disappointed. In fact, if afterburn is what you're after, then resistance training is a much better choice. It doesn't just have the similar afterburn as HIIT, but it actually helps you maintain and build muscle as you lose weight, helping you not just get lighter, but actually look better in the process. Dennis and I are actually doing a muscle growth experiment together, and Dennis has been using the Built with Science Plus app to learn the proper form of each exercise, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. But to continue our search for the best fat burning exercise, we definitely needed something more doable long term. How about jogging? I mean, every celebrity in Hollywood seems to be doing it.
How's this feel? Last, man. But I'm getting tired already. Dennis, we just started. We're 1 minute in. My joints, my feet.
You made it, dude.
Well,
I caught you walking a few times though. You tried to lie to
was
me.
that true? I don't think that's true.
Please tell me you got on camera. Honestly, it's just like take it at your own pace. That's one of the things I liked about jogging, is that like you weren't forced to go at a certain speed. I honestly don't jog very often, so like even 20 minutes of this, I can feel my hip flexors. My joints just can't really keep up.
Dude, the cameraman had to fucking keep up with him.
boring.
Even though our jog was twice as long as our sprints workout, I was not expecting the calorie burn to almost
Is that
double
cameraman
as
or
well,
camera
coming
woman?
in at 350 calories for me and 260 for Dennis. But when you look at our heart rate chart, it starts to make sense. Jogging keeps the heart rate consistently elevated in the high range, whereas sprints only spikes it very briefly during intense intervals before it comes back down. But to make regular jogging burn more fat, according to this study from the British Journal of Nutrition, if you run first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you burn twice the amount of fat compared to doing the exact same workout after eating. So the next morning,
oh my God,
put it to the test.
That is so fucking valid. Whenever I went on runs, I would not eat breakfast in the mornings, and sometimes I wouldn't eat until like noon. But like, you cannot eat on a full stomach when you go on like a really, really long, high intensity run. It's just, you can't do it. You're sluggish. You're gonna vomit more than likely. It's probably guaranteed. And but you feel so much better after the run. Like, you just feel like your tank is completely empty. For some people that like when they wake up and they feel kind of like sluggish and shit like that, going on runs in the morning just feels so fucking amazing. Because I mean, it just feels like you're starting from like scratch. Like you get to shower, so you're gonna feel clean. Your stomach feels completely empty. You're sweating like crazy, so like a lot of times you're probably drinking a shit ton of water and stuff like that too. Just it's a renewing
you burned
feeling.
about the same number of calories as a regular jog, but this time a bigger chunk of those calories came from fat. And multiple studies have found the same thing. When you don't eat before a workout, your body doesn't have as many carbs to use. So it turns to fat for energy instead. But here's what the big headlines don't tell you. Fat burn and fat loss are two different things.
When you do fasted cardio, you don't have as much fuel on board from the food you've eaten, so what you're going to use is the available fat stores in your body. That sounds great, but then the rest of the day, you're going to be relying on other sources of fuel. So it's not about what happens in the session, about the whole day. The amount of fat loss you achieve or fat mass gain you achieve is going to be dependent upon the net surplus or deficit, not what happened in those 30 minutes.
That's Dr. Eric Helms, one of the top researchers in exercise science.
Jesus
and what
Christ.
he's saying is backed by long-term studies, which have found no long-term fat loss benefit to doing cardio fasted. But for some people, fasted cardio still might be the better choice.
I feel lighter to run fasted. I feel a little bit more energy. I mean, I feel pretty good.
It's about doing what you'll be more likely to stick to. And in our case, our joints were taking a beating from all our jogging.
And my joints feel like more shocked every time when I run on the track.
But then we found these.
They're banned in races, they look ridiculous,
God,
but
no.
supposedly they reduce joint impact by 80% and burn 25% more calories than regular
There's
jogging.
no way that burns
There's only one way to
25%
find
more.
out.
There's no way.
like ski
No
boots.
way.
I don't think this is the proper way to put on.
Whoa.
How do you feel? Jump around, jump around.
This is great. This is awesome. I feel like you guys would love these.
We're pretty fast now. So can you run faster?
I don't know, I'm about to find out.
I feel like there must be a technique, because this feels way harder than regular jogging. I can't do it. It's way too hard. Definitely a little bit easier on my knees, but it makes running like way harder.
Maybe it's resistance, like for.
Okay,
for
I need you to
running.
try it. I'm curious to see what the data says, but it's like a weighted freaking hip flexor exercise.
Interesting.
I
It's
actually
like a
prefer regular
resistance
jogging.
training.
Oh my god, it's so fast. No.
You do feel you get a little bounce, like push. Like you kind of have to balance. Maybe that's the part that you make you
I like
burn
that
more
they got
calories.
this dude
felt like
who
It was harder
has like
and I was
asthma.
burning more calories,
He's
but
like
I couldn't
wheezing
even
like
make it past 20
crazy.
minutes. It was too hard.
And they're not very comfortable. The things like
Yeah.
they're pretty hard inside.
I think I have a blister.
Although they definitely feel better on the knees,
That mask has to be so fucking god awful.
we ended up burning 10% fewer calories
I hate
than
wearing
regular
masks
jogging.
when I'm
It might be
exercising.
the weight of the boots limiting how fast we could run. However, they definitely boost your
Aw,
confidence
that's cute.
and your girlfriend might like you more.
He's never been able to put his arm around my shoulder. Like, I feel so cute.
The only catch, you'll need to spend around $300 to get the special shoes.
No
The good
fucking
news is there
way.
is one exercise known as the
Such
best
a
for
waste
your
of
joints
money.
and burns a lot of calories. All you need is water and a pool.
Yes,
When scientists
here we
measured
go.
how many calories elite female swimmers burn per day during training season, they clocked in at close to 6,000 calories per day on average.
Which might explain how retired Olympic champion Michael Phelps
eat between 8 to 10,000 calories per day, and still look like this. The only problem? Testing it.
10,000 calories?
Dennis, luckily, has a scuba certification.
Dude, it's
and
gonna be
assures me that
eating
this dry
all
suit
day,
will
every
keep
day.
this 100% waterproof. Right? Heart rate's at 150.
Hey, yo! My man's is doggy paddling.
Oh, you went backward.
Now you tell me.
I'm like full of air.
While the mask and dry suit limited our ability to properly swim, even just after a few minutes, our heart rates were climbing. Unlike most exercises, swimming
Wow.
works nearly every major muscle group at once.
Yep.
More muscles working equals more calories burned. Plus, water pulls heat away from your body faster than air does. So your body has to burn extra calories
that's
just to
what
stay
it
warm.
is.
And after 20 minutes of walking each other like dogs, we ended up burning way more calories than I expected. 276 calories for me and 223 for Dennis. But the real
Good
surprise,
boy.
as soon as the suit came off, Dennis basically turned into a mermaid. Sorry, merman. Once I reveal the calorie burn to him at the end of the video, I honestly think swimming just might become his go-to exercise.
Definitely, there's no impact.
I gotta
on
get
joints.
back into swimming.
I feel easier. to
That's
move
for
around.
sure. How
But
many
even
calories
if you
did it
can't
burn?
swim, grab a floaty and you'll still burn calories. Or burn even more calories by trying to save your own life. Just kidding. Don't do that, guys. Now, while you might not know how to swim, you probably know how to walk. And get this, a recent meta-analysis found that for every additional 1,000 steps that you take per day, your risk of dying drops by about 12%. But just how good is walking when it comes to burning calories? Well, after 30 minutes at 3.2 miles per hour, we both burned almost 200 calories each.
This is
Wow.
How's it on the joints?
pretty easy. Fine.
Would I rather do that compared to 10 minutes of sprints? Definitely. That would be much easier on my joints.
But the fat burn is where it gets interesting. 80% of the calories we burned were from fat, the highest so far. Jogging had only 40% fat burn, and sprints were just 3%.
Wow, how
Now,
does
some
they
people
measure
say this
that?
makes walking better for fat loss. But here's what actually happens.
So if you go into a high intensity interval session, because the intensity is so high, you're primarily burning carbs. You deplete glycogen, but then you see fat oxidation being higher the rest of the day because you have less carbs to use.
Yeah. Just like fasted cardio, what actually matters is your total calorie burn. And while walking wasn't the highest burner, it can quickly add up. One of the few studies looking at walking and fat loss had people simply add 2.5 hours of extra walking per week. That's only about 20 minutes a day. That one small change, it led to an extra 3.5 pounds of fat loss over 12 weeks. But what if there was a way to easily boost the calorie burn that you get from normal walking? Incline walking was actually the preferred cardio
Yes.
choice for six-time
Yes.
Mr. Olympia champion.
I
Chris
just started
Bumstead,
doing
who would
this.
work up to a 6% incline. And after looking at the data, I can see why. Compared to flat walking at the same speed, we both burned about 50% more calories.
I would say it's like slightly more intense than regular
50%
walking,
is
but
a
still definitely
huge
doable.
jump.
We also tested walking with a 20-pound backpack. For me, it only burned 13% more than regular walking. But for Dennis,
Hey,
since 20
13%
pounds is a
adds
bigger
up.
jump for his body weight, he burned 30% more.
My back is aching.
30%.
It's just for show, Dennis, remember? I would much prefer incline walking. But it is weird to think about how when I was 20 pounds heavier, it's essentially what I was carrying around.
This actually explains why most people get stuck during
That's kind of like where I'm at right now. Like the difference between 180 and 160 is like massive. So you have a little bit more of like kind of like this bulk to you. But to get to like shredded, you have to go on such an intense diet. You have to go on like you have to like dehydrate yourself a little bit too for like at least a couple days. But yeah.
This actually explains why most people get stuck during fat loss.
I
In my
enjoy
early
food a
days
little
of
bit too
fitness,
much.
Every time I dieted, I'd lose the first 5 to 10 pounds, and then suddenly, nothing. I thought my metabolism was broken. But here's the truth. As you lose fat, it's like taking off a backpack full of the fat you've been carrying around all day. So you burn fewer calories even if nothing else changes. So to keep fat loss moving, you'll eventually have to eat a bit less, move a bit more, and ideally lift weights to prevent muscle loss and keep your metabolism high. Now this is a lot to figure out on your own, which is why I built an app to do all the guesswork for me. I spent years developing it with dietitians, coaches, and scientists, and it tracks my progress and automatically adjusts my calories and workouts every week based on how I'm doing. So not only help me, but thousands of others get lean and build muscle.
Oh,
You can
please
try
don't
it
tell me
free for 2
subscription.
weeks by scanning the QR code
Subscription,
here
fuck.
or clicking the link below at builtwithscience.com. But now it's time to face every gym bro's
I get
worst
it. They gotta
nightmare,
make money.
Stairmaster. Apparently, The Rock kicks off most mornings with 45 minutes on this thing. So
Pretend you're the Rock.
Stairmaster.
I don't need to pretend.
after 20 minutes of watching our favorite shows, the machine said I burned 223 calories, and Dennis 190. But similar to Apple Watches, cardio machines use generic algorithms to estimate calorie burn. And have been
Exactly.
known to be off by up to 10 to 30%, which
Yes.
explains why, according to the mask, I actually burned 256 calories and Dennis 215.
Oh my God!
I actually feel really relaxing, to be honest. I'm sweating so much, but I didn't feel like I was dying.
Aside from swimming, Dennis found most of the cardio workouts boring and hard to really push himself with. But some studies suggest you naturally work harder when you're focused on skill or competition rather than just burning calories. So it's time for a different approach.
Jiu-jitsu training?
Dennis did a video a while back, and it seems like he had a lot of fun.
His cardio, I'd have to give it
Self-defense,
a
chat.
1.
Learn it.
Yeah, you.
Oi, oi! Oi, oi!
So when I did 20 minutes of Stairmaster, I burned 256 calories. This intense boxing workout, which was also 20 minutes, I burned 270 calories. I would say like this felt way harder than the
Yeah.
Stairmaster. So if I had to pick personally for like something I would be consistent with, it would be Stairmaster, but this is definitely fun. I'm expecting Dennis's results are pretty similar, but I'd be interested to see what he thinks.
You have to increase your gas tank. Right now your gas tank is small.
That's fine, I have something bigger.
But now it's time to reveal the results to Dennis, and for both of us to rank them from best to worst.
Jump rope, 10 minutes, you burn 69 calories.
Nice. 69 only?
Yeah, it's so
you
little.
burned
I was expecting a lot more from
148
that one.
calories in 10 minutes.
What? Oh my God, that's only like 50% more.
Yeah, so one thing I noticed that was interesting about the data, the exercises where you could maintain a relatively high heart rate for a long time,
Yeah.
those ones consistently burn the most calories. It was things like Stairmaster, there was swimming, there was jogging. Now that you know all the data, I want you to pick your worst exercise and the best exercise. I want you to rank them not just on calorie burn. How likely are you
He's
to
gonna hate
be
the
consistent with
sprints.
it? And then how much did it impact your recovery?
My best cardio exercise would
And he's
be
gonna like swimming.
swimming. Because look at how
I
I
called
burned 11.2 per minute. It was really enjoyable. The worst one definitely is the sprint. Even though it burned the most of calorie per minute, but it's not realistic. I wouldn't be able to do this every week.
Now
I
for
called
me,
it.
my worst exercise for fat loss is gonna have to go to the sprints.
Same.
For me, it burned the highest calories per minute, and I like doing sprints, but it just like wrecked me. Honestly, it didn't burn as
It's so true. Sprints take such a toll on the body. There's no exercise I feel where like there's no other exercise that like leaves your body aching so hard, and it's just you fighting against gravity. That's the craziest part about it. Like it's just you're running against the force of nature. Pushing
many
you
calories
down.
as I expected in the 10 minutes. Now, as for my best exercise, it would have to go to regular walking.
Oh.
If I took my dog out
Interesting,
to the park,
yes.
would I rather do that, or would I rather do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster? Not to say that if I'm crunched for time, I wouldn't use something like the Stairmaster, because that was probably my close second.
Yeah.
But I would say number one in terms of consistency, what I could do every day would definitely just be regular walking.
Here's all the raw data, and here's how I ended up ranking them from best to worst for fat loss, and here's how Dennis ranked them. But despite all the effort Dennis has put in, ironically, the only thing slimming down might actually be his chances of losing fat.
个牛肉干拌面.
Dennis,
Oh my god, were you filming?
we just did a bunch of cardio. What did you just do?
I ordered a bunch of food. I'm so hungry. I probably burned 1,000 calories today, so I deserve it.
That's your attitude.
That's funny.
Not.
His lunch alone already wiped out half the workouts we did in just one
That's
sitting.
crazy.
What a waste of
900
time.
That
calories.
is why if you only focus on your cardio and you neglect your diet, you're not going to get
I know.
very good results. The best combination is you do a little bit of cardio, you focus on your diet, but you also add lifting weights for your muscles and your metabolism. And luckily you have me here to help you with that. But if you didn't, I would highly recommend.
This is why I recommend doing like a reward system for diets, where for me personally, I will do really dieted meals during the week. Sometimes like if I go to the gym, I tend to reward myself with like a little bit better food. Of lately, it's gotten a little bit different. Like now, I do eat a lot more Chipotle than I did before. But beforehand, I was doing a lot of like those like kind of like rice and turkey kind of dishes, and I was just like relying on just like white rice and just turkey plain, with like some hot sauce. And I was doing that for like during the weeks, and I would do that sometimes for like 2 weeks straight. And then I'd reward myself at the end of the week, like on a Saturday or Sunday, and I'd go eat out like to a really nice restaurant. For one, you save a ton of money because you can get, if you got a Costco membership or anything like that, you could probably get like those 4 packs of like ground turkey, beef, whatever your choice of like meat is, for really cheap. I think it's only like around $20, something like that. And you pretty much have enough ground beef. Like you can even take those ground turkey packets and just cut them in half into like fourths or anything like that. And you could probably have enough ground turkey for like about 2 weeks, give or take, probably. And that's $20. $20. Like you're probably spending $20 in one day off of one Uber Eats order, okay? But I think it's really nice because when you do choose to like go eat out to like a certain restaurant or something like that, it just tastes so much better. It tastes so much better. You cleanse the palate. Your body has like this euphoric experience of like rewarding itself when you go out. You start to really enjoy the time off you get during those periods of time, because like obviously you're spending so much time like at the gym and you're doing these intense diets kind of thing, that when you do go out, you appreciate just like kind of like being out and enjoying really good food. It used to be like almost meditative for me. I really enjoyed that aspect of going out like that because it was a way for me to kind of like get focused back into like things that I needed to get into. I usually do it a lot when I'm attending like semesters or like classes for stuff, or during like the school seasons, because it really helps me keep track of my week schedule. Like I go over everything that I did, and then I'll go over like what I'm gonna do the next week. So those are very like personal like times where like I'm enjoying really good food, but I'm also kind of like thinking about like my plans that are going to be up ahead. Like when I eat at a diner or something like that, usually I'm like reading a book, but I'm also thinking about like, oh, what am I going to be doing the rest of the week kind of thing. But yeah, other than that, eating out or going out to like a really nice restaurant, stuff like that, is not something that I usually tend to do.
Recommend using the Built with Science.
Unless, I will say the exception is unless it's like a brand new restaurant that was recommended to me. I do like trying restaurants before I do take anybody to them. So usually if it's like a really nice fancy restaurant and they allow it, I usually go myself just like alone. And I'll try out all the food. I'll try out really nice like stuff here and there. If they have like appetizer or the what do they call them? The sample dishes where like you get to try out like a little bit of everything. I love that kind of stuff. Like sample assortments are so fucking goddamn good because you're not getting like a full dish of something. You're just getting kind of like little bits and pieces of everything, and I kind of love that. I love the sampling of it because like by the end of the meal you're pretty full already as it is, you know, like especially if you're taking your time eating. I don't know.
Plus app
Sample
because
platters
it
are
takes
amazing.
care of all the guesswork for you. Every single week, it'll tell you exactly what to do. Just follow it. And you can try it out at builtwithscience.com. You get 2 weeks free or scan the QR code. But
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Let me guess. It's ground turkey, rice, and every other day you do a salad. Am I right? Am I right? That's the meal plan.
thank you so much for watching.
Oh, and you incorporate fish here and there.
If you want some extra help with your diet, you can always give this video a watch next. And don't forget to subscribe.
Although if you are going to be doing like really high intensity training at like gyms and stuff like that, I think you should, rather than doing ground beef or ground turkey, just go ground beef. It has a way better taste. I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, but the calorie difference." It's like, yeah, but like you're getting such a much more tastier fucking treat. Like the difference too in like ground turkey versus ground beef. It can't be that much, right? It can't be all that much. Low calorie cooking. Okay, so when comparing USDA's data on 4-ounce servings ground beef to 4-ounce servings of ground turkey, the nutrition panel is surprisingly similar. Ground beef has 172 calories. Ground turkey has 170. It's almost the goddamn same. Look at this. The grams of fat, grams of saturated fat. It looks like the ground beef does have a tad bit more saturated fat, but it's so much. It's so worth it to just go ground beef. It's so much more worth it to go ground beef. I know those calories add up, but like treat yourself because like you're already like pushing your body so far. You're pushing your body so far that you know your body is gonna thank you a lot more if you're just rewarding it with just tastier food. That's why whenever I go to Chipotle, I do a half and half of chicken and steak because like I do like to remain a little bit healthy, so I will kind of like do the chicken, but like steak is just there to kind of give me a little bit of like flavor, you know. It's there to kind of like it's a reason to live, you know. All right. That was a fun little video though. Wow. I learned a lot about my current workouts and what I need to kind of change a little bit. I want to incorporate swimming a lot. I really want to incorporate swimming. It's been a couple of years, decades actually, since I did swimming. I did swimming back in like 2013, 2012, something like that. When I was working at Robex, that was probably like at the peak of my workouts. So I was doing a lot of pull-ups, I was doing a lot of swimming, a lot of running and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get back into that shape. I don't even know if I have pictures of like when I was that fit, but I was close to a six-pack back then. I was real fucking close to a six-pack. I think I was about 185, 185, 180, something like that. I was really close though. So fucking close. All right. Just about an hour in. I think now that we viewed that, let me see if there's actually a new video we can watch for this. Oh, I think they did. They did add a new video. Oh, reacts time? Hold on. All right, let's put the camera up here. That's Shrek.
Oh, I look after fart, but I don't want anyone to hear.
Yo, is that Zoil? What the fuck? Dude, that came out so wet.
Where the fuck did he put the cup?
Unfortunate, the jump C was just a little too slow.
Oh, I saw this
Punish
crash
that red
out.
Panzer.
Dude,
That
this
was
guy.
so insane. He played like the best round I have ever seen defensively. Goichi, like, yo, my bad, bro. My bad.
Oh my God, bro! I feel it. For
That
both
has
of
got
us.
to be one of the
my
best crash
word.
outs I've ever fucking seen in my
KOG, always
life.
a character. Very emotive guy, this one. Yo, he played like,
The shaking, dude.
That clip? What is this? I was not listening.
You dog.
Yes. What's up, guys? Gooning in my cop car. Okay. Oh my god. What's up, boys? Good. How are you? How are you? Oh, I just went to Vincenzo's. I got one of the lads on stream was telling me about it, and they were saying, yeah,
You're
come down
scared
to Vincenzo's.
now.
Text to
I live
speech.
in Boreham Wood. Yeah. Where you was at?
I'm so afraid of turning on text to speech, man.
Sure.
If I do IRL.
Holy
shit. Ooh.
Fuck. Oh, let's see if they're right.
I
Fuck.
test adult toys.
Fuck.
Was that caught on camera?
Oh, let's see. Fuck. Holy shit.
Oh, it wasn't.
Holy shit.
Dude, 3 cars.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
Oh, let's see if they're right.
I
Fuck.
tested.
Fuck, did you see that? Fucking hell. There was a car.
Fucking hell.
Is everyone alright?
Fucking hell.
It looks like a little doggy house.
Disney family.
Guys, sometimes when I get anxious, okay, at the computer by myself, okay, I like to cut my balls. Okay, I said it. It makes me feel better when I'm anxious. I'll sit at the computer and I'll cut my balls, yo. Okay, so when I go in public and I'm in an interview, let's say, right?
Is he saying
I don't
cut his
go,
balls or cuff his balls?
Oh, yeah, okay. And answer the questions.
Cup
while
his
holding
balls.
My balls. I don't think
Oh. You know, that's kind of valid. That's kind of valid. As a guy, balls are like the natural stress balls of life, you know? Like, I don't. There's like some times where like I'm not even thinking about it, right? And like I'll catch myself just kind of like squeezing on my balls, just like out of thought, you know. There's like no reason to it, you know. There's nothing really going down under there. I just kind of want to give them a squeeze every once in a while, but like it's so valid.
Okay, it's just unfair, but it's whatever.
Girls don't understand,
anyway,
man. Girls don't
so
understand,
then,
man. Sometimes you just want to give them a fucking tug, you know? You just want to squeeze them a little bit. You want to sniff it, but that's to the extent, all right? That's the extent.
No. I've survived. Throw me a rope, boy. Throw it down here. Why did you come down here, you idiot?
No way he called him boy.
Get you out of here. How? Fireball.
And GF wants to start playing WoW with me on US servers. That's very exciting. I don't know if you two want to try to play like some arena. I don't recommend it to start. Maybe try something simple like pet battles or transmog farming or PvE. Generally trying to play arena with significant other is tough because there's going to be a lot of losing involved. A lot of losing. It's like trying to play 80 carry bot lane with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Generally a nightmare. Lots of arguing, lots of passive aggressiveness. And eventually you just kind of keep playing long enough to where the game is no longer enjoyable for either of you. And if you try to stop playing, and then there's just this big wedge between you two, because it's like, why can't we work together and play this game? And it kind of leads into other factors that maybe you two just aren't that good for each other. Yeah. Or worse, they find someone else to play with doing the same thing, and they do way better.
It is peaceful.
Oh man, that's rough, dude. That's crazy to think about. Holy shit. All right. I would say if you're gonna play with somebody, just have fucking fun. If you're playing competitively, I understand like there's like the aspect of like you want to rank up and shit like that, but people fail to like understand that at the end of the day, it's all about fucking having fun. Sometimes it's all about fucking having fun. Games, I've always said this before when it comes to video games, it's not about the gameplay, it's not about how good a game is, it's about, especially if it's multiplayer, it's about the people you're fucking playing with. I will not enjoy a game, no matter how fun it is, if I do not enjoy the people I'm playing it with. You know what I'm saying? All the people that I do play video games with right now, I really, really do enjoy playing with. But yeah, like in the past, there have been a lot of moments where like I do not like playing a game if I don't like the people that are like playing it, that I'm playing it with sometimes. And that's no like front to the game or anything, you know. It does mean that the game is like terribly bad. It's just, you're not gonna get along with everybody.
To this side.
What?
Can you go this way?
This
So
way?
we can so we can give them space to pass.
Okay. Okay. So like for the pond before the storm. Okay. Ooh. You guys okay? Yes, we're good.
In a fucking tugboat.
Doing great. Oh, what's that bird? Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god, the top just hit. It's their slide. Can we go ahead of them?
Oh, because of the slide, they can't go there.
Ooh, drama.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Haha. Wait, just kidding. Sorry.
So that's instant karma.
This version, because it just came out.
Stop filming us.
Kenny from South Park?
I'm gonna judge if this game is worth continuing based off of if I get to Hakan's location and it's interesting. Because the crafting is annoying as fuck. I did not life. I'll check it out though. Yeah, I could. You know, bro, we played 1,000 of these games.
Wait, whose channel is
Okay.
this? Ooh, that was a nice slap. Ooh. Ooh, that was nice.
I told you.
Dude, that's something really invigorating about getting slapped on the chest like that. I don't know what it is, you know? Sometimes I just really want to get slapped in the chest like that. I don't know what it is. Dude, I think that just like awakens something in me, low key.
I told you.
That's my years of like growing up with WWF back when I was a kid. You know, sometimes I really want to get choke slammed or pile drived, you know? I don't know what it is.
It's brutal. What just drop.
That was that was a
Holy shit! Jesus! Holy fuck! Hey, tattoo that. Tattoo that. Get a marker real quick. That's fucking insane.
You can smell my kitty, can't you?
Yo, that's that's like that scene from Pocahontas where they're putting the fucking paws like in on their chests and shit.
Sounds weird, but
It's good.
That's that fucking war paint right there. Wait, what did he say?
Bruce. You can smell my kitty, can't you? That sounds weird, but
It's good.
Sir Lancelot, save us. I'm sorry, that was not good.
Sketch seems like a fucking funny dude, man. I don't know what it is.
It's okay.
He seems like a person that's just like so nonchalant about things. Like even if things are going really bad, he can find a way to kind of like get out of it by just like making shit like funny. I respect people that are like that because there's some people that will escalate situations to points where like you have to deal with it. You know, you have to get involved and you have to fucking like stand on business. But there's some people that learn to de-escalate by like cracking jokes, by like kind of like lessening the situations. And I think he's one of those kinds of people quite a bit. Yeah, he'll crack a joke and he'll like make fun of you and like do that, this and that, but it's never gonna like result to like the point of violence. If that makes any sense.
Another thing that makes them really bad friends is
I took a shower this morning before I came here. I'm a really clean person.
Wait, give me that.
Ohne Pixel ist Tell me it's AI. Tell me it's fucking AI.
The headset dent. Oh no. No.
That's just the headset, chat. That has to be the headset. That is the headset.
Hey, I feel you on that, man. The older I get, the closer I'm getting to it too. That's for sure, man. Oh, all right. Let's go back to this one. I forgot to like this
Measuring
one.
not just total calories, but fat
There we go.
burn.
All right. That was fun. That was fun. Okay. It's 10 o'clock. This was a relatively shorter one for me. I gotta go. I gotta brush my teeth, take a shower. I got family that's gonna be coming over pretty soon, so I gotta prepare for that. I'm gonna be working on some emotes. I think by this afternoon, I'll probably end up maybe having some like emotes here and there. Okay, so here's the basics. Obviously I'm gonna need I need to fix the one that we already have, right? So we have this one, which if I have my channel open, there we go. Okay. In the native menu, what the fuck? Okay, so we have this one up right now, which I don't understand this because for some reason it makes it Stigmax. Okay, so is my name now Stigmax or Stigma XOXO? Is there a way to change the emote name? There has to be, right? Cause like, should I just go with Stigma or Stigmax? Like, actually fucking good. Stigmax. Oh, should I just do XOXOs for the emotes? XOXO love. All right. But it's been fun. I'm probably gonna be on a little bit earlier later for games. I promised Henry that I was gonna be jumping on a little bit earlier than usual. If Critical Role is not on, we'll see. I don't think Critical Role has anything going on at the moment, like campaign wise. I think they have like a bunch of like one shots and like side story stuff here and there, but we'll see. Other than that, I should be back tomorrow in the morning. It'll be a little bit longer tomorrow morning for sure if I'm not back tonight. But yes, it'll be a little bit longer. Okay. So good night, or no, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever, wherever you're at. I'll see you guys soon. All right, have a wonderful fucking day. Seriously, rise and shine. Go start your days. Now that you have had your coffee, go brush your teeth. I'm gonna go brush mine. And I'll see you all in the next one. All right. So, bye. And don't stay a stranger. Later. Mwah.